Welcome back to Funds for NGOs. In today's video, we'll be covering some fantastic grant opportunities, impactful programs, prestigious awards, and scholarships available for Africa in 2024. Let's get started. 1. ICFJ's Reporting Grants Program. Deadline, November 1st, 2024. This program provides reporting grants to journalists from around the world to support independent investigative projects. Funding, $2,000 to $3,000. Eligibility, open to journalists globally through the ICFJ network. 2. The African Reproductive Justice Litigation Fund, 2024. Deadline, October 11th, 2024. This fund supports indigenous African organizations fighting for reproductive justice through legal frameworks and public interest litigation. Funding, $1,000 to $50,000 per project. Eligibility, organizations based in Benin, Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, and other African countries. 3. 6 Call for projects to protect cultural heritage, Africa. Deadline, November 21st, 2024. The ALIPH Foundation is funding projects aimed at protecting cultural heritage from the impacts of climate change, with a focus on practical and field-based projects. This call is especially geared towards projects in Africa. Funding, $10 million. Eligibility, private organizations, foundations, NGOs, nonprofits, etc. 4. Hepatitis B birth dose, HepBD, advocacy in Africa. Deadline, October 10th, 2024. This initiative seeks to raise awareness and increase hepatitis B birth dose vaccinations in Africa. The Coalition for Global Hepatitis Elimination is accepting funding proposals from civil society organizations, CSOs, to enhance advocacy efforts. Funding, up to $20,000 or up to $10,000. Eligibility, CSOs based in Africa. 5. Support for cultural operators in Africa 2025. Deadline, October 30th, 2024. Institut Francais is offering grants to support artists and cultural operators across Africa for cultural creation and regional event organization. Funding, €5,000 to €20,000. Eligibility, cultural operators, NGOs, and civil society groups in Africa. 6. Emergency Grant Program. Deadline, ongoing. The African World Heritage Fund provides emergency grants to safeguard cultural and natural heritage in Africa, especially in cases of conflict or natural disasters. Funding, $5,000 to $20,000. Eligibility, government institutions managing World Heritage Sites. 7. Funding opportunity for filmmakers to change the narrative about Africa. Deadline, ongoing. Africa No Filter is offering grants for filmmakers creating projects that challenge perceptions about Africa and highlight its progress. Funding, up to $10,000 for feature films, up to $5,000 for short films. Eligibility, filmmakers in Africa working on final or post-production stages. 8. Mead Collaboration Travel Grants in Epidemiology 2024. Deadline, November 13th, 2024. The Medical Research Foundation is seeking applications from mid-career epidemiologists in sub-Saharan Africa who wish to collaborate with UK-based researchers. Funding, £5,000 to £13,000. Eligibility, mid-career epidemiologists in sub-Saharan Africa collaborating with UK researchers. 9. 7B Healthcare's Positive Action Humanitarian Fund Program, 2024. Deadline, October 13th, 2024. This program supports displaced or migrant communities affected by crises and HIV, with a focus on women and girls in Africa. Funding, up to £50,000. Eligibility, organizations working with HIV-affected, displaced communities. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to Funds for NGOs for more updates on grants, scholarships, and programs. See you next time.